Barry.
That was too close. You were almost a Jill sandwich.
You're right. Barry, thanks for saving my life. But Barry, didn't you say you're going back to the dining room to do some research?
I just had something I wanted to check. Now, let's get back to searching for the lost captain and Chris, shall we?
Thank you, Barry.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Gets worse every night.
Resident Evil.
Today's review will be on the SWTOYS, or as I call them, SWTOYS, and this is for the FS033. And if you look at that little logo there, if you were to collect 3 of these figures, yeah, you'd have King Ghidorah. And this is for a 1/6 scale figure of Valentine 3.0. And to all my Kevin Bacon fans out there, I'm sorry to inform you that this will not be his character from Tremors.
What the hell's going on? What the hell is going on?
No, it's actually the second best Valentine, Jill Valentine, and this is a figure based on how she looked in the Resident Evil 3 remake. And not only do you get this figure on the front of the box, but you also get this figure on the back of the box, Zombie Jill from the intro. And if you look in the background there, you can actually see images from the intro there where she's looking in the mirror and sees herself slowly turning into a zombie. Man, this is awesome. Now, this set is known as the Hidden Set, and I had to have it when I saw that there was 2 figures in here. And I gotta say, this is a very heavy box. Not only are there 2 steel skeleton Fison-bodied figures inside of here, there's also like a stone, I'm assuming it's a Polystone street base that's supposed to be Raccoon City Street or something. Man, that is so cool, but all of those items plus all the other accessories make this box very, very heavy, and I did not expect that. So I say we waste no more time, and I say we open it! Now, the box opens like a shoebox, a really big shoebox, and when you look underneath, you find the usual foam, and when we look underneath this foam, what will we find? Only 2 of the most awesome 1/6 scale Jill Valentine figures I have ever seen. This is so cool. Not only are they on Fison bodies, but just check that out. You get a normal Jill and you get a zombie Jill, and just look at all of those accessories. You get a little zombie snack arm down there. Man, this is so cool, and just look at all that gore on her. That looks so amazing. You can barely see their faces, but man, I am so happy with them already. And look, if I ever get lost in Raccoon City, I'll know how to get around, and that is really cool indeed. So I say we waste no more time and pull this top tray out and see if there's anything else underneath. And with that top layer of foam removed and looking underneath, we find a piece of Raccoon City Street, and that looks so good, man. It doesn't have like foam or anything around it. It just had, you know, this foam on top of it. So it's just kind of resting underneath there. But just look at the details. This looks like actual asphalt. Look how it's folded up there and cracked and stuff. I mean, this really does feel like asphalt when you touch it. This is amazing. But we'll get more into that in a minute. So let's stand these figures up and check them out. So, here are both Jills fresh out of the package, and they are absolutely gorgeous. Even the gore on the zombie version cannot detract from how beautiful these sculpts are. Now, I say fresh out of the package, but I did take some time to put most of the accessories on normal Jill's belt and stuff, but we'll get more into that in a minute. But yeah, these figures look so awesome, and they smell good too. The Fison or TB League body that was used for both of these figures smell perfumed or whatever, and I haven't smelled one like that since King Zombie, and I believe that one was a Fison body. Man, that is so cool. Now, unfortunately, neither one of the figures included a stand, so I'm reusing stands from other figures, but you did see that it came with the street piece. Now, that street piece is just decorative. There's no way to attach a stand post or anything like that, so yeah, it's just there for them to stand on and hope for the best. But man, these figures are so cool looking. So let's start with normal Jill first. Now, I'm starting with normal Jill because I wanted to show off just how gorgeous this head sculpt is. I mean, look at that. Now, looking at her hair and her face there, it just reminds me of Jodie Foster, and just looking at that head makes me think one thing. Taking Taking a closer look at her face, and just look how beautiful her eyes look. She even has little veins in her eyes, and her eyelashes look so good, and so do her eyebrows, and that color blue, I love it. Working our way down here to her mouth, you can see that they subtly painted her lips. That looks so good, man. This is one beautiful head sculpt. And one of the coolest things about getting this set is you actually get this head ×2, and they're both mirror versions of each other, because that zombie Jill only existed in that nightmare that Jill had where she looks in the mirror and sees herself slowly turning into a zombie, and that is so cool. Now, looking at her from the side here, you can actually see that they captured her profile perfectly. This really does look like Jill from the remake game. That is so cool. And just look at the little detail work there, like the little wisps of hair by her ear. That is awesome. When I saw that little dot there at the bottom of her earlobe, I thought for sure they sculpted it to look like she had pierced ears, and I was like, holy crap, that's an attention to detail. But now it's just a little fleck. But you know what? That is so cool. Yeah, she looks so awesome. Turning her around to get a better look at her body and her outfit, and if you zoom in on her necklace, you might make the same mistake I did and go, she's got a hairy chest. No, she's actually got a hairy necklace. And she's got a little bar hanging off of the necklace, and that's pretty awesome indeed. Now, as for the shoulder straps, you can see she's got a gun holster on this side, and over here she's got 2 magazine holders, and that is very cool indeed. She's got some little silver studs there on it. And that little light or whatever you have to clip on yourself, and that is very cool indeed. Over here, you can see she's got a white top and a blue top, and on the blue top, you've got some sewn-on buttons, and that is very cool. Now, like I said, the bison body or whatever it is they use has a steel skeleton, and it looks very cool indeed. Got the little relaxed hands with the gloves or whatever, and I love how dirty and weathered they look. That is so awesome. Working our way up here to the belt, you can see she's got a little pouch there. Now, the radio and the little knife you have to put on yourself, and they go on pretty easily. And then over here, you've got 2 pouches, and that is very cool. Working our way around to this side, and you've got her little badge. Now, that badge is awesome. Check out the detail on it. That is so cool. You can even read 1965 on it. That is so cool. Got a little strap there next to the belt buckle, and that is awesome. Working our way over here to her arm, she's got a little compression band there on her elbow. That's pretty awesome. I was afraid that might stain the doll, the figure or whatever, but honestly, I'm never taking it off, so I don't care. Down here, you got her other relaxed hand, looking very cool indeed. Her jeans look awesome. Now, I thought for sure that her belt would go on her jeans, or over her jeans, but nope, it's over her clothes just like this, or over her shirts, I should say. Got a little gun holster over here, strapped to her leg, and that looks very cool indeed. Down here at her boots, now these boots look really cool, but I know a lot of people wouldn't like them because there's no ankle articulation. Now that doesn't bother me because they look really cool indeed. And I love how the jeans are all bunched up there at the ankle. That is awesome. Looking at her from behind, and you can see her necklace there and her straps that look very much Nathan Drake-y, and that is very cool indeed. I mean, they're almost identical to Nathan Drake's. Got the straps, the knife, and everything again. Back pockets, that looks so cool. And yeah, this figure is awesome. So awesome, in fact, that I bought it twice. And just check out this zombie version of Jill. This is absolutely awesome. As I said already, the hair is a mirror image of the other figure, and that is very cool indeed. And just look at those eyes. Man, that is so cool. One has like a pearl essence kind of look to it. The other one looks like it's in the midst of changing to a clearer version. That is so awesome. The vein work there on her head. She's almost got like a powdery look to her skin there. That is so cool. She's almost like a Twilight vampire or something. Man, this looks so good. And I just can't get over this paint job. This looks so good. Looking at her from the side, and just look at that detail work there. That looks so awesome. You can see it continues on to the body, but we'll look at the body here in a second. Just check that out. I love that paint job that makes her look like she's got like, I don't know, like diamond skin or something. That is so awesome. Look at her eye. That really does look bloodshot. Her eyebrow, everything looks so good. Man, this is awesome. And yeah, what a great set of figures to get, because, if you only get this 2-pack, it's the only way to get this zombie version. You can buy the Jill, the normal Jill, by herself, but you can't get this unless you get the 2-pack. And that eye, just look how sparkly blue. That is so cool. Yeah, they did an amazing job on this. As you can see, her hair is exactly the same. And if we look at her from the other side over here, you'll see she's got the same exact sculpt. That looks really cool. Ooh, look at the gore on her neck. Oh, I think it's time we look at this body. You can see there it's got the white kind of dotted you know, almost like I said, like Twilight vampire skin or something. That's very cool. That blood looks real. They did an amazing job on that blood. Because usually you see a figure and it just looks like, you know, it's just painted red or something like that. But no, that looks real. It looks like it's soaked through the strap of her halter top there. That is awesome. Working our way down her arm, you can see the splatters. That is so cool. And oh, look at her arm there. It looks like you can see the veins through her arms. Oh, that's cool. I don't know if it's just, you know, yeah. I mean, it looks like, yes, that's cool. I did not notice that, you know, just a second ago. That is so awesome. What a great detail. Working our way down here to the hand, and you can see that skin tone matches almost perfectly. That's really cool. We got more veining there. I love the sculpt of these hands. It's got like this little like bent effect or whatever. That is really cool. It's almost pointed too. That is awesome. I don't know. I've never seen hands like this on a figure before, and that is really cool indeed. But yeah, the veining, I did not see that. That is so cool. You can see the powdery effect kind of ends there at a certain point on it. It's almost like her top needs to be pulled up a little bit more, but you don't see that with the naked eye unless you're really looking for it. Over here you can see some more veining again. That is very cool. More splattery, bloody stuff there. That's pretty awesome. More veining on the back of her hand. You can see there, like I said, the way her fingers are curved. That's really cool. It looks like her nails are sharp. That is awesome. You got the blood effect there on her top. That is so cool indeed. Man, this is cool. They did an amazing job. The jeans are remarkably clean for a zombie, but remember, it was a dream scene. She just saw her top, you know, or I should say her top up, you know, because she's in a mirror. She can't see her jeans. But yeah, the rest of this down here might as well be the normal Jill. And you know what? That's fine with me because this is awesome. Looking at her from behind, and you can see that bloody powdery effect again. That is so awesome indeed. Man, this shirt has seen better days. Needs to be washed. I love how form-fitting these shirts are, too. That is so cool. Got her elbows there looking very awesome. And like I said, her pants and boots are exactly the same as the other Jill, so no biggie there. But man, this looks so good. As for accessories, normal Jill includes 8 extra hands, 4 of which are ungloved. Now, I assume these are, you know, normal Jills because there's no powdery effect or gore on these hands. But I do think that you should use at least one of these hands, the left hand, to hold the gun for the mirror scene where she's about to shoot herself, and that would be really cool indeed. Now, as you can see, you've got 2 trigger finger hands there. You got 2 accessory holding hands there. Down here, you've got 4 gloved hands, 2 of which have the trigger fingers, and then down here you have the accessory holding hands as well. Now, this hand, on the other hand, is definitely for Zombie Jill. As you can see, it's some finger food, a little snack, and man, this is awesome. She's known to bite her nails from time to time, and other people's, and man, this looks cool. Now, I really expected this hand to be made out of the same material that the hands are made out of, but it's actually like almost like a more lighter weight plastic or whatever. It's not heavy duty, it's very lightweight. It almost feels like a pool toy or something. Now, that's not to mean that it's cheap or anything, because as you can see, that looks really cool. And because it's so lightweight, she'll be able to hold it with no problem whatsoever. As for her weapons, she includes a shotgun and a handgun, plus some shotgun shells thrown in for good measure, and this is awesome. Now, as for the shotgun, it has pump action, as you can see there. It actually has little strap clips or whatever right there, and then here at the back, but no strap, so you can't like strap it to her back or anything like that, but that's okay. I mean, it would have been cool to be able to do that, but I'm going to have her holding the handgun anyways. And be very careful with that little piece that's popping up there. I almost broke that off because I was trying to see if anything moved or anything like that. But yeah, be very careful with that. As for the handgun, that looks awesome, and I can't wait to see it in her hand. And then you got the shotgun shells right over here looking very awesome. You also get a little 1/6 scale Raccoon City map, and that is awesome indeed. Nearly everything on this map is named after a raccoon, go figure, but you know what? This is awesome. Last up, we get this Polystone Raccoon City street piece, and this is absolutely amazing and very heavy. Look at the way it's painted with the flat black and the glossy black to simulate the tar of the asphalt. That looks so amazing. I love the details there of the broken pieces. You got the blood there like somebody was dragging themselves across it. That looks so cool indeed. Over here you got the cracks, and I love how this piece over here is folded up. That looks so amazing. Got the bricks of the curb. That looks so cool. Now, if I had any complaints, it would be I wish this was a functioning stand. I wish there was a way you could, connect the post or whatever so that you could have a stand there. Because, yeah, you can stand your figure on it, but without the post, you have to worry about it falling over. And this is Polystone, so it might mess up your figure. But that's a small complaint. And the other complaint would be, it's small. I wish it was actually a little bit bigger. This is big enough, for a character like Jill or even one character to stand on it, but I would love to have a big chunk of Raccoon City Street or whatever. This is just a little chunk, but you know what? This is amazing, and I'm so glad they included it. And if you just add a few accessories, you've got a little arm there with a map, and it looks like the arm saying, "Come out to Raccoon City," they said. "It'll be fun," they said. So, what do I think about these figures? Well, I think if you're going to get this figure to begin with, you might as well kick in the rest of the money and get this zombie Jill to go with it because, man, these figures are awesome. Now, do you really need 2 Jills? No. And as far as I know, that zombie Jill's only in that one little scene. But honestly, the figure is awesome, and man, I highly recommend it. I love the bodies, the outfits, the paint job, everything. This road piece down here is so cool. I wish it was bigger, but honestly, that's a small complaint because look how big it is. It's big enough, right? But you know what? Like I said, you can never have too much Raccoon City Road. And man, these figures are awesome. So, there's my review of the SWTOYS or SWTOYS Valentine 3.0 16 figures! And man, this is awesome. Like I said, this is the set called the Hidden Set. And you know what? It's the only way to get this zombie Jill, and I highly, highly, highly recommend it because you really get your money's worth with this set, and they look absolutely awesome. So, until next time, you know what I'm gonna go do? I'm gonna be a part of a Jill sandwich. They're looking right at me, aren't they? Ow! Ow! Oh, stop hitting me! Stop hitting me! Oh, jeez! Oh, jeez! Until next time, tune in for more!
I don't have time to explain. You gotta get out of there right now!
All right, let me grab my...
Boo! Reviews!
Hey, this is Nolan North. You don't want to miss Foo Reviews. And I'm out!